Welcome back to Unforeseen Incidents, and we are still at the bunker. We've spoken to Cardero, but he told us to speak to some other people to learn about his masterpieces. So let's do just that. Can we still do anything with this?
Cardero's dog-eared cowboy paperback.
Guess that's not too helpful, so let's start with the diner. That's what he advised. Let's check out those paintings again. Let's hope that our cupcake theft hasn't been noted. I'm pretty sure it has not been. There I'm going to be any real consequences here, are there? Well, let's see.
So these paintings are by an artist called Cardero. He must know something about where that symbol comes from. So these paintings, he must know...
Well, he does. He's already admitted that, but oh well.
So these paintings, he must know...
Okay, so that's nothing new. Let's talk to Rhonda.
Hi there.
Hi, honey. What can I get you?
What do you know about those three paintings?
The cryptic triptych? You know, I think these three were part of a big transition for Cardero. He always used to say his art came from inside him, from his imagination. But when he came to the final painting, he started using real subjects. From life, he called it. I keep teasing, asking when he'll paint my picture.
Interesting.
Do you know the names of the paintings?
Truth be told, the names never made a lot of sense to me. I mean, I remember that the one with the sun is called Dawn. Naturally, it's my favorite.
I think the others are called Salvation and Misery. But which is which?
Search me. Maybe the true artists want to leave you wondering.
Okay. So, let's see whether she has anything else to say, or whether it's just a
Remind me what you
repeat.
said about Cardero's paintings.
Well, Dawn with the Sun is my favorite of the three. But like I told you, these paintings were kind of by the time he did the last one, he'd started painting from life.
Can you remember which one he did last?
Not for sure, honey. I'm so used to seeing them as a trio, I don't really remember.
Okay.
I was just about to leave.
See you later, honey.
Okay, so this one is apparently called Dawn. We still don't know the order, but there's more people to ask, so let's go to the farm. And let's see what information the farmer here has. Who's still outside with his rifle, despite the power being back on, but then again, it's all the better for us. This is quite an extensive building, from what it looks like. It's like 3 stories and everything.
Hello.
Yep.
Do you know anything about Cardero's triptych?
Is what? How well do you think I know the man?
I mean the three paintings in the diner.
Oh, those eyesores. I don't know why Rhonda don't take them down. I was there when he brought in that big yeller sun. Must have been the second or third he done. It'd look better than a hobo's campfire if you ask me. I told him as much. He just eyeballed me like I was crazy.
Okay, so Dawn is apparently the second or third. So let's just ask about this again.
You mentioned one of Cardero's paintings?
Yeah, the sun was the second or third one he done. But he should have quit before he got started. If you ask me, an artist has no business painting in this day and age. No sirree. Am I the only one who remembers Marcel Duchamp?
Have you heard of Cardero the artist?
Artist? More like a crusty old shut-in. I've seen his art. It don't amount to much if you ask me.
Well, so let's leave this connoisseur here alone, and let's go ask Jarvis. There's really only so many people to ask. I guess we could go back to the dam, but I don't think the brothers really would care much for art. So here we go.
Hi, Colonel.
Stop calling me that.
Do you know anything about Cardero's triptych?
His what?
The 3 paintings in the diner. He calls them Salvation, Misery, and Dawn.
Yes. The forest was the only one that appealed to me. I know the place. It's a clearing in Greystone Woods. The trees are so tall and thin. Makes you feel like a kid again. Real peaceful.
Okay.
Do you remember what the forest painting was called?
I always thought it ought to be named Salvation, being so peaceful and all. But he named one of the other 2 Salvation. Artists, huh?
Okay.
Remind me what you said about Cardero's forest painting.
Well, in my opinion, he ought to have called it salvation instead of whatever he chose in the end. It reminds me of my childhood, you see. Maybe because I know the part of Greystone he based it on.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Okay, so I suppose the one with the sun is dawn, which is not the first. Then misery is the one with the apparently with the forest, because then the other one would be salvation. Let's just see whether we can talk to Cardero again. Let's see whether we can get anywhere with this, even though the information we have is a little bit spotty, but let's see. Just standing there like a zombie. He looks a little bit like Plants with a zombie character. Just a little bit.
Hello again.
Hello.
Yeah, let's just give it a shot.
I think I understand your triptych.
Then tell Cardero about salvation.
Okay. So it is not the forest. It's probably not dawn. I guess it's the birds.
Salvation depicts a violent struggle. I think it's you fighting for your life, trying to escape something.
What about misery?
Deep. So I guess dawn is sunrise, so misery would be the forest.
Misery depicts a forest. Makes me think of a lonely child lost in the woods.
Now dawn.
I guess, well, there's only one option anyway.
Dawn depicts a sunrise. The brightness kinda makes you forget how dark the other paintings are.
What about the sequence I completed them?
Oh well. So dawn was not the first. I'm not quite sure whether we got any clues here, because he did say that dawn makes you forget the other ones. If that's true, then dawn would be the last one. Did we get any clues whether the first one was misery or salvation? I guess we could just guess. There's a 50% chance. Let's just go with misery.
The first painting was misery.
And with salvation, I guess.
The second painting was salvation. And the final painting was dawn.
No. You lack feeling for the art. Try to get to know it better.
Huh. Okay.
Well, there's only so many. There's only so many permutations. Maybe you can ask the people again, but let's just give it another
I
shot.
understand your triptych.
Okay, salvation. Violent struggle.
Salvation, I think it's you.
Misery was the forest.
Misery depicts makes me think. Dawn
Sunrise.
depicts the brightness.
What about
Let's go with salvation.
The first painting was
Then with
the
misery,
second
and then with dawn.
the final painting.
you made an effort? Good. But not enough to really understand.
Huh. Okay.
Well,
What's the deal with those three paintings again?
See the three paintings. Talk to people.
Okay, and then
Artist.
just
okay, so we had that already.
see you later.
Let's just talk to the people again. Maybe we can get more information. Maybe I just missed something because I don't really recall getting any information on the order except for dawn not being the first. And I mean, I did put the other ones in that order, but maybe I also made a mistake with the first question. But I was pretty sure I did that right. But we shall see. Let's talk to Rhonda again.
Hi there.
Hi, honey. What can I get you?
Remind me what you said about Cardero's paintings.
Well, Dawn with the Sun is my favorite of the three. But like I told you, these paintings were kind of a turning point for Cardero. By the time he did the last one, he'd started painting from life.
Can you remember which one he did last?
Not for sure, honey. I'm so used to seeing them as a trio, I don't really remember.
Okay, so he just doesn't remember.
I was just about to leave.
See you later, honey.
So all the information we get from her is that this one is called Dawn, but well, that's sort of obvious anyway. Well, let's talk to this guy here again. I mean, you could just guess. There's only so many permutations, but that's not really the most elegant way to solve this, is it? Let's give this another shot.
Hello.
Yep.
You mentioned one of Cardero's paintings?
Yeah, the sun was the second or third one he'd done, but he should have quit before he got started. If you ask me, an artist has no business painting in this day and age, no sirree. Am I the only one who remembers Marcel Duchamp?
I better go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so barely get any more information from this, so let's ask Jarvis again, but I was pretty sure we don't really get more out of her here as well. Maybe we do have to ask the brothers, but I kind of doubt it. But let's see.
Hi, Colonel.
Stop calling me that.
Remind me what you said about Cardero's forest painting.
Well, in my opinion, he ought to have called it Salvation instead of whatever he chose in the end. It reminds me of my childhood, you see. Maybe because I know the part of Greystone he based it on.
Okay, so
See you
that's not
later.
really helpful.
Bye.
So from this alone, we can't really deduce definitively what order he made them in. And I'm not quite sure. Maybe I made a mistake during the first part, but I mean, Salvation is not the forest one, so that has to be Misery. Okay. So it has to be Misery, and Dawn is once the sunrise, which that makes it that. And he definitely said that Dawn was the second or third one, so there's only one order of. So there's only two possibilities in which the other one can be. If Dawn is actually, well, Dawn is still the second one. Yeah, actually, messed that up. So I put it on the third spot both times. Let's put it on the second spot and let's see how that goes.
Hello again.
Hello.
Okay.
I think
Okay, Salvation was not the forest, it was the violent struggle.
Salvation depict. I think it's
Misery has to be the forest then.
misery makes me.
Dawn is sunrise.
Dawn depicts the sun, the brightness.
Okay, so it could just be Misery, Dawn, Salvation. Let's just go with
The
this one
first
here.
painting,
Let's go with
the
Dawn
second painting,
and then Salvation.
final.
You made an
Huh.
Okay, so let's
I
try that
think-
again. I mean, I'm pretty sure about this because they did say that Dawn is sunrise and Salvation is not the forest, so it has to be the birds.
Salvation. I think it's you.
Misery should be the forest then.
Misery makes me think. Dawn depicts the sun, the brightness.
What about
Okay, let's go with Salvation
The first
first,
painting, what?
then
The
Dawn,
second painting,
and then Misery.
the final painting.
And what does the sequence tell you?
Well, I feel like you're digging back into your past, like something you fought to get away from. Is that it? Did I get it right?
There is no right and wrong in art. You found your own meaning. That means more. You are ready to see the masterpiece.
Yes.
Well, that was kind of pointless because that was just guesswork. Maybe I just missed something, but whatever. Yep, let's go for it now.
Will you show me the masterpiece now? I have to find out what that symbol means.
The masterpiece is hidden in a remote cave. Cardero will lead you there. You are ready to see it now. Cardero just doesn't know if he is ready to see it again. Follow.
Well, let's see. Let's follow the eccentric artist. That looks interesting. It's a junkyard.
So, is this the place? How are we gonna find a masterpiece with all this junk lying around?
I think the junk is the masterpiece.
Oh. Didn't Cardero tell you it was gonna explain everything?
He's right there.
Ape climbs to the apex.
Well, that's real good, but
The salamander eats its brother.
You okay, buddy?
Take out and shoot the three-legged mare. The worker ant carries 4 times its weight. The eagle, the eagle, the eagle, the eagle, the eagle!
Well,
Cardero!
What do we do? Is it some kind of reaction to this place? I had a bad allergic reaction when I was a kid, and I nearly died. We need a doctor!
Calm down, Pendrell. He does this sometimes. Not usually this bad, though.
What was he saying? The eagle? The salamander?
He can get stuck in a bad memory, is all. I'll stay with him and keep him safe. He's shivering cold. Can you make a fire?
actually, let's be honest here. We don't.
A fire? How?
Townfolk.
Can I take some of the firewood from your cabin?
No way. I give you the key, you could waltz off with that virus canister.
Come on, I thought you wanted firewood.
Oh, jeez, is this kid getting dumber? You're in a forest, jackass. Find some. Take this book and use your brain.
Awesome. Nature Handbook. Sounds good to me. Making fire. In recent years, most outdoorsmen have taken carrying a ferrocerium or fire steel rod in place of flint. But the traditionalist will look for flint. Flint is a hard-wearing grey stone with a smooth glassy surface. Unlike many sedimentary minerals, flint fractures in distinct curved shards. The ultimate test is striking with steel. Flint will produce the all-important spark. Tinder. Dry leaves, grass or bark, or even milkweed fluff will serve as kindling. Drying kindling can be very hard to find after a downpour, which is the case here, but this is when the outdoorsman depends upon it most. In this situation, you may find yourself relying on the holy grail of tinder, chaga mushroom, also known as true tinder fungus. Chaga grows on birch trees and is recognizable by its burnt charcoal exterior. Kindling. Collect dry twigs and sticks and splinters of wood for kindling. The inexperienced camper often overlooks kindling and regrets it when his fuel wood remains stubbornly unburned. Fuel wood. There are two good reasons not to cut down living trees for your campfire. Firstly, you will incur the dread wrath of the park ranger, and secondly, the wood will not be dry enough to burn readily. If the weather is fine, you may well find dry branches on the forest floor. However, in wet weather, a dead tree is best source of firewood. Look for a trunk with no leaves and peeling bark and choose some small branches. Exercise caution. Dead boughs are brittle and come tumbling down easily. Making fire. Okay, so... Okay, so first we should probably collect the stuff. Wow, I guess this is rather comprehensive. So before we do any of that, let's maybe... What do we have here? Oh, well, we'll take a look at that.
From what I saw in Jervis's book, I think that's tinder fungus.
Awesome. So yeah, let's maybe collect that stuff before we go to, I don't know, herbs and whatnot.
Let's get some tinder fungus.
Awesome, that's quite a lot. Let's check out the barrel.
The barrel is full of water.
That is good to know. What do we have here?
I don't really think I can pull the tinder fungus right off the tree.
Can we just get more? I don't think we need more, but let's just give it a shot.
I already have some.
Awesome.
That microwave has readied its last meal. Looks like cushions from an old car seat. Did Cardero used to sleep out here?
Maybe we should carry him here. I don't think it's good if he's just lying on the cold
It
ground.
must have taken months just to collect all this junk.
Maybe you want to give him his jacket or so. Just saying.
A kettle? I'm sure that's not a crucial part of Cardero's artistic whatchamacallit.
Well, it's ours now.
What? What is that thing?
2 tires? Anyway, let's go to the forest. We need some branches and whatnot. There's apparently a lot of them here, so may as well go to the shack or wherever. So where is the cave actually? Oh, here it is. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, let's just look for some stuff. So we did want stuff from a dead tree. And you do have some
Could
stones.
this be flint?
Nope, that certainly does not look like flint. But we can check.
I recognize this plant. It's in Jervis's...
Okay, so that's nice to know as well. Okay, let's check the farm again, because we did have a good amount of stuff there. Look for some flint and for some... well, we'll see. So there was some over here as well, so let's maybe just check the entire area.
Let's see. What's this?
Well, we just took all of that, that's for sure. And more, I'll take it.
I recognize this plant. It's in Jervis's book.
Let's keep looting. We did have some branches somewhere there as well, but... let's check this first, even though I think it's just the fence.
The farmer's electric fence is working again.
Well, one reason not to touch it. Okay, let's get over here, where we found the pepper. And let's see... no, don't really have anything else here, do we? Oh, that's
The
just the
electric
fence
is
again.
buzzing away happily.
Alright, let's go to Mount... Do we... Yeah, actually, you know what? We may as well go here. Since we can teleport around, this shouldn't take too long. In any case, let's check... this is really where I like the hotspot function.
These small branches might help me get the campfire going.
We did have a dead tree here, so it could be somewhat helpful.
The forest is dense here. You hardly notice the radio antenna until you're right in front of it.
Okay, no more stuff here. In this case, I guess we can go to the canyon as well. And possibly pick up some useful stuff there. So we do have some more herbs here, or herbs.
Let's see. What's this?
Depending on what region in the world you're in. It's herbs or herbs. Sounds good to me. So all of these get saved here. I've got a nice
I got
collection.
me some small branches. Because you never know, you know?
So those are not distinct. So I guess there's not different types of branches. Alright. Let's go to the 2 peaks. And just loot everything, because this is an adventure game.
I recognize this plant. It's in Jervis's book.
I think we already had that one. Yeah, but or maybe we didn't.
I
Whatever.
wonder why they put... I guess it stops people walking off the edge by accident.
I suppose
Got
so.
enough small branches.
Alright, so there only seems to be one type of those.
More stones.
Doesn't look really all that convincing. It looks slightly better, but not good enough. But let's check the other peak, the sneak peek. Because of why would we look around the cave when we can just walk through the entire park? Okay, stones.
Could this be flint?
No, not really convinced.
Let's see. What's this?
Nice.
This...
So sorry for
I
skipping
have
that.
enough dry wood.
But this looks pretty good to me. It's some actual dead tree. Okay, so what have we not checked out? The area around the diner, around the dam. So we have been here. Let's check the area around the diner. I think there were some stones there as well. We shall see about that. Okay, I've got some more branches. I guess we have enough, but let's just click on it anyway.
I got enough small branches.
That's good to know. And more stones.
Ugh, more stones.
I think that's the one that looks best so far. Also, the stone menu is kind of at an end here, so I guess we have all the stones we need.
Tinder fungus. I think I have some of this growing in my kitchen.
That sounds disturbing. Okay, let's see whether we can get that fire going. Also, I mean, we could just protect that guy and Jervis makes... Why can't Jervis make the fire? I mean, she's... It's like, oh, there's a fire
I
pit
guess
here.
this is where Cardera would light a fire while he was making whatever this is.
Okay, so let's get the dead wood.
Okay.
There we go. Then the kindling.
Okie dokie.
It's good to me. And let's check the book again. Okay, making fire. Gather all the elements you will need before setting a spark. Use your knife to scrape the dry interior of the tinder fungus until you have a pile of powdery red brown flakes. Okay, so that sounds good to me. Let's get the knife and let's...
The book said to scrape the tinder fungus. Okay, now I have some tinder flakes.
Awesome. Everybody loves tinder flakes. Strike the flint with steel in a fast downward scrolling motion. Watch for the fungus turning black and smoldering. Can we just use this on the pits?
Okay, let's see.
Sounds good to me. Then let's use the knife on...
I don't want to cut that.
Or can we just put the flint on here?
No, I don't think that works.
Okay, that doesn't work, so let's get... Huh, so how... Oh, there we go.
This looks like a flint. Let's see. Woohoo! Sparks.
Awesome. So, I like how we don't have sparks in our inventory. That's nice.
Darn, it won't catch a spark.
Okay, so let's check the survival handbook again. When the tinder fungus is smoldering, add it to the rest of your tinder and blow very gently until the whole bundle catches alight. Okay. Okay. So do we have to... Let's just try to scrap this again.
I got enough for now.
But do we really? Okay, so everything is on here. That's the problem.
Let's see. I put some wood in the pit. I added some kindling. I put the tinder fungus flakes in the pit. Huh. I wonder if I'm doing this right.
Yeah, let's do
I
this.
better try again.
Okay, so now we can get our stuff back. Let's try this.
That ain't right. That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, so... Okay.
I must not form these sticks into creepy Blair Witch dolls.
Okay, so let's try this in the pit then.
Okay, let's see.
Then let's try this.
Okay, let's try this. Yes, the tinder powder is smoldering.
Awesome. Then let's heat this up.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so... And then let's use these.
Okay. Let's see. I put the tinder fungus flakes in the pit. I lit the tinder fungus flakes. I added some kindling. I put some wood in the pit. Huh. I wonder if I'm doing this right.
Okay,
I'm probably fine.
let's check this again, because I thought... Oh, it's surrounded with stones. Oh, I guess we have already done this, kind of? I mean, if it says when the kindling is burning merrily, and we did add it, but it didn't really change anything. Okay, so I guess we should have just waited. Well, whatever.
Let's see. I put some wood.
Okay,
in the
let's start over again.
I better try again.
We'll get this done, no worries. Fine.
Okay, let's
Tinder.
see.
Then...
Okay, let's try this. Yes, the tinder powder is...
There we go.
Let's see. I put the tinder... I lit the tinder... I'm probably fine.
Okay, so we... Then let's just add
Okie
this.
dokie.
But this doesn't do anything, that's the thing. Do we just have to wait? Let's just ask to...
He's not looking good at all.
Let's ask Jarvis.
Hi, Colonel.
Stop calling me that.
Are you sure Cardero is okay?
Standard procedure is just to keep him warm and make sure he doesn't hurt himself. How's that fire coming along?
I'm working on it. See you later.
Goodbye.
Okay, so what's the deal here? Let's check the book again. Okay, so we had this. Okay, so have patience and blow on it. Do we have to do that in one way or another?
Let's see. I added... I'm probably fine.
I mean, this should now let fire, and then we should be able to just add the actual dead wood. They said add stones, but there's already stones
I have
there.
to say, the tinder fungus smells better than it looks.
And the stones have disappeared, so we have used the right ones here, haven't we? So what's the deal? Let's just leave and come back. I don't think it does anything. I don't think there's a real like time mechanic, but let's just go to the peak and then come back. Even though I don't think that should make a difference. But let's give it a shot. Okay, and let's teleport back to the cave. Let's see whether that makes any difference. Nope. So what's the deal here? I'm pretty sure... Okay, Tina was burning, and we did enter kindling, but then nothing happens. We can't really blow this with anything, or can we? Not really. Could we add more tinder?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Forget air.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
whatever.
I put it...
All right, start over
Better
again.
Try again.
So I guess you have to add the tinder powder and the tinder.
Okay.
Okay, fine, my fault.
Okay, let's try this. Yes,
Okay.
the tinder powder...
Okay, then let's add the tinder.
Okay. All right. Looking good. It's burning.
Okay, so there we go. That should do the job.
Okay, carefully now. Yes! The small sticks are starting to burn.
Fine, okay, now we should be fine.
Okay, firewood. It's all on you now. Yes, fire! I feel so manly right now.
Congratulations, you're as manly as a 10-year-old Boy Scout.
A personal best.
We'll make a backwoodsman of you yet.
Cardero? Talk to me, dude. Cardero. Come on,
Okay.
wake up already.
But give him space. He's warm now. He'll recover in his own time. Last time he took a turn, he didn't say nothing for 2 days.
I can't wait days. He knows what that symbol means. It might explain everything.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, let's check the Survivor Handbook. Pokeweeds. Delicious and only occasionally deadly pot herb. Pokeweed can be recognized by its green-red stem, large green leaves, and dark black berries. Received wisdom warns that poke is poisonous, but the seasoned forager will avoid the root and seeds entirely, choosing a young plant, burning the leaves well for his poke salads. Okay. Then dandelion, clockflower. This ubiquitous yellow flower is a versatile addition to any forager's dinner plate. Every part of the plant, from flower to root, can be eaten, and the root itself, dried and roasted, makes surprisingly palatable coffee, as the demonic French name pissenlit hints. Dandelion can have powerful diuretic effects. Wild mint, field mint, corn mint. This perennial herb is identified more readily by its sharp smell than its tempering serrated leaf or small purple flowers. Like its domesticated cousin, wild mint is a flavorsome addition to sweeten several dishes. Wild mint tea is also a fine remedy for stomachache, while the oil can be for colds and flus. Maybe? Robert Geranium, Herb Robert, Cranesbill, Death Come Quickly. The folk name of Death Come Quickly plus traditionally valued for its healing properties. The leaves can also be eaten fresh or crushed, rubbed into the skin to repel mosquitoes. The Robert Geranium is easily recognized. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this one could be interesting because it's a healing plant. Snakewood raw chest. Snakewood is a pipe, points long spear-shaped leaves, etc., etc. It's flavor, but for treating insect sting and snake bites. Not too interesting. Red root, amaranth, green amaranth, common tumbleweeds. Sometimes black weeds, cakes and breads. Okay. Purslane, Vedolga, red roots. Mild taste, okay. Dahun holly, Casena, known for its dazzling red berries. Dahun brews a stimulating yellow-brown tea with a high caffeine content made with otters, man. Okay, this could be interesting because that's the one with the largish, roundish leaves. Okay, do we have that? Possibly. Yeah, I think this could be this one here. Okay, let's try to make some tea. Otherwise,
Okay, let's get some water.
Otherwise, I don't think it's a healing one, do we? Actually, this could be the one. We'll see.
Let's boil that water.
Boiling water sounds good to me.
This will be tasty.
And let's get the guys some tea.
What have you got there?
It's Dahun holly tea.
Dahun holly, eh? Good thinking. That might be just the thing to give Cardero a boost.
Hot water in his face.
Cordero, are you okay?
This place brings it all back.
Ah, Cardero. Thought I broke your brain.
The eagle is rising.
It sure is.
What's so important about this place?
I captured it in art. The room of indoctrination. The words. The noise. This represents the place where they tortured me. Tried to make me think like them.
Okay, so it's definitely a brainwashing cult.
Can you remember what that symbol means now?
It is the eagle, their seal. It means death for us all.
Here, I was hoping it meant crullers for us all.
Who did this?
They did this. The people in the woods. The ones who attacked your home. The death cult. My mother joined them when I was just a boy. They put their mark on me. Now, I need rest.
Okay, so we know that he is an ex-cultist because that was mentioned in the diary.
No, I need to know more about this cult.
You will know more when it's too late. I escaped them once. This time, no one will.
I'll be damned if I'm gonna let a bunch of crackpots stroll around killing everyone.
Then let me take that canister to Professor McBride. You know I'm not one of them. I don't have that ugly tattoo. Plus, I disabled that signal.
True. You're okay, Pendrell. Come down to the cabin. I got something for you.
Ooh, exciting. I hope it's cake.
I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. Here, take the canister. Maybe I also should have shown you this earlier.
A phone number?
I sorta lied when I said I couldn't track down your girlfriend. That's her number.
Hellowell. I have to call her, and she's not my girlfriend.
Okay, whatever. You can use my phone.
Thanks, Colonel. I mean, Ranger Jervis.
Hmm.
Hello? Hellowell?
Harper? Is that you? We've been so worried. Where are you?
I'm out in the boondocks, in the Greystone Woods Ranger Shack.
Greystone? How did you get there?
I was rescued by a kindly park ranger.
Kindly.
A park ranger? Stay where you are. I'll drive right over.
Listen, Hellowell. I think I know who's behind the Yelltown attack. I even found the radio tower that transmitted your radio signal.
The source of the signal? That's amazing. Did you get pictures?
Picture? No, but I found this old diary.
Can you get in there? We need all the evidence we can get.
Sure, I'll try.
I'll drive across from Port Nicola now. Meet you at the Ranger Shack in 2 hours?
Okay.
Harper, it's good to hear your voice.
You too.
You need pictures, eh?
Yeah,
Take my camera. There's still a few pictures left on the roll.
Ooh, the roll.
Thank you.
Just get the bastards, okay?
Thomas, with all the technology, I mean, this seems to be a bit dated, like the typewriter, but all in all, it seems this takes place maybe in the 90s. At least feels like it. There's no cell phones. And from all that you've seen, all that stuff that could, for the most part, exist in maybe even the 80s. But then again, having computer here in the 80s, I don't know. It seems a bit slightly unrealistic in the sense that computers there were much more expensive, so I don't think park rangers necessarily had them. But what do I know? In any case, let's go back to the heart. And let's see what awaits us there.
God, what's going on here?
Well, that doesn't look good.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Hello, hello. Just a little bit of tidying up. You must be the one who interfered with the transmission, returning to the scene of the crime. Rookie mistake.
The scene of your crime, you mean?
Aren't you a sassy one?
Oh well. Looks like he's got some virus pistol. By the way, I'm 100% sure that the virus is totally still alive after a week, not properly incubated, but whatever.
Stay back! I'm armed! I got one of your virus canisters, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Do you know how to use it?
What was the question?
Did you ever wonder what the fever feels like?
What?
It feels like this. If you've no objections now, I'll take this canister off your hands. Starting to get cold.
Well, that didn't go well, did it? Well, but before we leave, another hacking minigame. Hacking app location. Okay, let's turn you around. Turning this one here shouldn't really do anything because, well, that only goes in one direction, really, does it? So, can cross the beams. Do we need both of these? Yeah, that makes sense to me. There we go. And then let's spin you around. Oh wait, oh yeah, haha. Naturally, that didn't do the job, but that's okay. That should do it, and can't reach that, but we could. Nope, that certainly didn't work. I guess we could reach that from the top. Let's see. Can do that. Can reach this one from here. And you. Okay, so this one has to be vertical, otherwise we won't reach this one here. In this case, could turn you around, but this one here can only be reached by you. So this has to be this doesn't really need to be turned. don't think... Yeah, so we have to... to lighten you up. And there we go.